Hi, welcome to Movie Explained. I hope you will enjoy the movie.
Warning. Spoilers ahead. Today, I'm gonna explain a 2021 Korean thriller movie called Recalled. Make sure to watch until the end because the movie has a very unpredictable plot twist.
The movie starts with a woman named Sujin. Just woke up from an accident that causes her to suffer memory loss. She cannot recognize her husband, Lee Ji-hoon, and even memorize the fact that she is an orphan with no siblings. Despite being discharged from hospital, she still frequently passed out. The next day in the lift of her apartment, she meets a little girl. She hallucinates that the girl will be hit by a truck. It turns out her hallucination became true. She tries to help the girl. The truck stopped and no one got seriously injured. After that, Hoon brings Jin to their house and treats her wound. He gives her some drugs and she falls asleep. The next day, Jin meets that girl again. She has another hallucination. When the girl comes back to her house, her mom welcomes her. After that, a boy comes to her house to play with her. Suddenly, the room exploded because of the stove. Because Jin is afraid that it will happen, she calls her husband. But suddenly, the room has already exploded and it makes her unconscious. Jin wakes up at the hospital. She tells the doctor that she can see the future. The doctor and her husband don't believe it. She walks out of the room. And she sees the kids in the hospital. It turns out that they are fine. The next day, Jin got a visitor. The detectives. They got a report from the hospital that she has bruises. They are asking if it could be her husband. But she can't remember anything. While they are about to leave, they see Jin and Hoon's wedding picture, saying that the men's position is supposed to be the other side. On the other hand, they have to investigate a case that happened on a construction site. Finally, they found the only car heading to the crime scene. It was Hoon. Jin starts to be curious about her husband. When she goes outside, a woman addresses her but she doesn't recognize the woman. She brings Jin to drawing school and tells her that she was working here with her. There is also Jin's desk, where she found Hoon card name. She came to her husband's company. The security tells her that it went bankrupt and closed over 6 months ago. When she comes back to her house, Hoon is waiting for her and starts asking how she can know about his office. He is anxious about her memory coming back. One day, Jin meets a young woman in a lift. She drops her letter. When Jin helps the young woman, she sees that a man will strangle this young woman. She tries to inform the woman, and saying that the man has scar on his chin will be dangerous for her. But, she replied that he is my father. The next day, Jin got a package. Inside one of the books, she found her photos with another guy. That makes her very shocked. On the lift, she meets an arrogant man. When they are looking at each other, she recognizes that this is the young woman's father. She observes that there is something wrong with his luggage. She tries to warn the man not to do anything to his daughter. But, he is angry and suffocating her. Fortunately, Hoon is on the next lift and helps her. Hoon tries to calm Jin and gives the drugs to her. She fell asleep. When she wakes up, Hoon is not there. She is worrying the young woman. She comes to her room. But suddenly, someone leaves her room and pulls a suitcase. When he is about leaving using his car, security guard knocks on the window and recognizes him. He is Hoon. In the morning, Jin asks Hoon about where he was last night. He answered that he was sleeping next to her. Jin is skeptical of her husband. When he is leaving, she tries to find out. She talks to the security guard. He gives information that her husband was leaving at 2 a.m. by car. He also informs her that there is a suitcase on the back seat. Jin rushed to the police station and reported her husband. She tells about the last night and also the suitcase that her husband brought. She says it must be a corpse of the man from Unit 706. Suddenly, Hoon appears. He is tracking his wife using tracking apps. The detectives try to investigate Hoon and they are going to Unit 706. In Unit 706, the room is empty and that unit has never been sold. They are about leaving. Hoon tries to make her calm again and gives her drugs. When he is leaving, she takes out the medicines and pretends to sleep. She wants to reinvestigate. But, she meets a stranger again and sees that he will be bullied by moneylender. She tries to warn that man. But it is happening. When he looks at Jin, he recognizes her. He brings her to his house. He is searching for his item but he forgets where it is. Randomly, he asks where it is. Jin is confused why he asks her. But, she looks at a certain location spontaneously. He comes there and suddenly finds that item. He is rushing out somewhere. Jin is seeing his future again. He will die on the construction site. She is warning him but he ignores her. Meanwhile, Jin is still confused. She looks around and finds letters that are addressed to Hoon and herself. And she is very upset when look at the picture. It is her wedding picture with the man from earlier. The detective is inspecting one of the workers of the construction site. He got information that there was a man during the accident. It was Kim Sun-woo, the man who is pretending to be Lee Ji-hoon right now. Jin is following the previous guy. She calls the detective that there will be murder on here. He doesn't believe her, but he immediately goes there when he knows that it is on a construction site. On the top of the site, Jin is seeing the real Ji-hoon was killed, dragged and thrown away. The killer is the fake Ji-hoon. When Jin wanted to run, she accidentally nudged a brick. Kim saw her and chased her. She is hiding, trying to stab back him, but she missed it. She is standing on the end of the floor. Force him to explain everything. The detectives suddenly appear and arrest Kim. Jin lead the detective to the corpse. But, nothing is there. She is searching everywhere. And finding the suitcase. But there are only some tools there. Jin is very frustrated. Kim said that his wife is hallucinated and they are leaving. But the detective is saying that he is not Jin's wife. The detective starts to destroy the wall. There is a hand inside the wall. Kim is arrested. He is saying that Hoon's company went bankrupt due to his death. They fought and Hoon was killed by accident. Kim also says that he is Jin's adoptive brother. Jin is trying to regain her memory. She comes to Unit 706. The previous girl comes out wearing a uniform with Sujin name tag. Jin is looking around and starting to remember. Jin was strangled by her father. But a man hit her father using a hard object. It was Kim. The detectives find the corpse with a suitcase. Jin goes back to her house to regain her memory. But suddenly, the real Hoon is there. And trying to kill her. She is hiding and calling the detective that Hoon is still alive. They are fighting and she is hit. When she wakes up, Hoon explains about his death. He got cornered and the moneylender was poisoned. He also buried the body in the cement. But Jin saw it. He was trying to explain but Jin was scared. He strangled her. Jin picked up the iron pipe and hit Hoon. Suddenly Kim was there. He saw Jin was scared. He was trying to make her calm and clean up everything. Feeling guilty makes Jin jump from the height. While Kim was carrying Jin to hospital, Hoon was still alive. Hoon is pouring the oil and setting a fire to his house with Jin. When he is leaving, he meets Kim and they are fighting. Kim gets stabbed. And Hoon leaves them. But the detectives are coming and arresting Hoon. Kim goes to the burning house and tries to help Jin. But the flames have spread and they can't go anywhere. The house exploded. Jin wakes up in the hospital. The detectives come to her and explain that her brother was found dead. He covered Jin from the flames before it exploded. Kim was leaving the video that explained everything behind his lies. In the end of the movie, Jin is very disappointed with herself and can't stop crying. She has to accept that her brother, the man who really loves her, has gone after sacrificing his life to protect her.
Subscribe to watch more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like and comment to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.